Hello there, my name's Vanessa Smedley and I'm a painter. It seems like you guys really love your kit videos, and I have realized that I have not actually ever shown you what is in my full kit that I use when I go out plein air painting, which is encased inside of a Etchr Slate Mini. So I'm going to take you through all of that and show you how I use it, and I might even show you my filming setup when I'm out and about, which could be useful to a lot of you guys. So let's do this. All right, so here is what the Etchr Slate Mini looks like from the top. I'll just go ahead and open it up and show you what it's like. It's got a little zipper that goes all the way around the outside. It keeps it together. This right here is a hard surface. It's got like maybe just like a plastic thing that keeps it hard. So you can put your sketchbook there, and then it comes with a host of Velcro type things. There's fabric here that fits very nicely on Velcro. Then you've got these little square things that have these elastics on them that you can use to kind of keep your sketchbook in place if you want to. You can loop its little corners there. I honestly don't ever use that because I keep mine flat and it never comes off. But if you kept your board at an angle, you could totally use that to keep it in place. You can move them around, obviously. You can move, all this stuff is configurable, all the other stuff that I'll show you here in a minute. But I keep a 100% cotton Hahnemuhle sketchbook in here. This is a brand new one. It doesn't have a single drawing in it yet. And then I have some shop towels here underneath that so that I'm always at the ready to go with it. It comes with this little mesh thing here that can keep your supplies contained. I honestly, most of the time, have it mostly unzipped because I don't use it for that. But here is the inside of my these little things right here, these little strips for your brushes and things like that are also Velcro worthy on the back and configurable. I bought a couple of extra of these things just because I like to use them for there's my hair ties. You know, I always have those in my little kits. And then the other one is over here holding this gouache little tube right here for white highlights. This one right here is holding my little camera remote control. And then of course these are all my travel brushes. This is a 1/4 inch flat one. These are all rounds. This is a number 10, a number 12, a number 8, and a number 4. And then this one is this is how these things work. If you haven't seen them before, some of them screw like this one, some of them just pop out, but you turn them around, open it up, turn it around like that, and then you've got a full-size brush. This one is one of the only flat ones that I can find that's a travel brush, and it is a Vinci Casaneo. It's a little bit on the pricey side. I think this was about $45, but like I said, it's one of the only flat travel brushes that I can find that works like that. So there you go. Here, this pencil is a water-soluble graphite pencil. It's a Staedtler Mars Lumograph Aquarelle 6B. Keep that in case I want to do a value study. This is, of course, standard. I always keep a pencil sharpener that holds the shavings, but this one has Velcro on the back that I've added. You can buy those Velcro sheets, and then I just cut it in a circle to fit on the bottom of that. That way I can put it wherever I want it. It's pretty nice and convenient. Okay, so I already showed you my white gouache here. I've got my clips here. 2 of them are to keep the paper from buckling. The other one is to keep the other page open. This is a Posca brush pen, also for adding white highlights back in if you want to do that. I have a nice little 6-inch ruler there in case I need a straight edge for anything. I always have my usual suspect drawing items. So you have a Tombow Mono 0 tiny little eraser for tiny little spots. You have this one, I usually have Pentel, but this is a Staedtler click eraser, you know. And then of course my standard R2D2 pencil. And then I have a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen fine liner. That is in number 3. This one is a Staedtler pigment liner. It is a 0.1. So that's all of my like brushes and things like that. Okay, so then you come out to the outside here and you have this handy little zipper right here for skinny little things. So I'll show you my skinny little things. Right, so extra shop towels. And then if you watched my micro kit video, these will be a little bit familiar to you, but different. This is the hard plastic version of my little cardboard viewfinder. So you can move it like this to the size of your paper and then look through it to establish the boundaries of your composition. And it is a lot of a help to kind of zero in on your composition, to tune out the background noise and all that kind of thing. This is just the more permanent version of that. This is a grayscale value finder. It's got these little divots that you can look through to see kind of where you're at on the value scale. It's got all of the major values there. This, I've shoved this in here. This is extra. But this is the Art Graph, a water-soluble graphite pan that you can paint with if you want to do a value study with that instead of either a pencil or just full-blown paint. It's pretty useful. I like that. And then you open this up, Velcroed quite securely there. And this is where all my paint is and various sundry things. Okay, so this is my standard stuff here, and I always have a spray bottle to re-wet my paints with. I have placed Velcro on it so that it will go nicely on that little fabric platform paints. And then of course your standard Faber-Castell little water cup also has a ton of Velcro on the bottom of it, and I will say that this is absolute overkill. And it is actually quite difficult to get off of the slate once I put it on there because of the amount of Velcro on it, and especially since it, you know, is usually filled with water, it's very difficult to get off without spilling the paint water all over the place. So I would say probably just a couple of little squares would do it. Same thing goes for this. This is my travel watercolor set because I keep both watercolor and gouache in here. This is intense overkill here, same thing, but at least you're not about to spill water whenever you pull this off, so it's not as big of a deal. But that is my Van Gogh watercolor sets, and I actually really like those a lot better than Cotman if you're talking about student grade paints, because they are a little more transparent than the Cotman is. The Cotman kind of tends to have a little bit of a chalky feel to it, or chalky look to it. But they're both good student quality paints, and I use student quality for going out and about in sketching. I don't know why, just because. Maybe to save a little bit of money. This is my gouache. This is Daniel Smith gouache, which I just contradicted myself because that's professional quality gouache. But anyway, I have it in a portable painter palette. These come empty, and you can fill them however you want to. So this one I've put gouache in, dried gouache. You open it up like that. You slide that little thing off first, open it up like that, and these can become water cups if you prefer. On the bottom, you open this up like that, and you have all these mixing places here. This one I actually have amended because you can buy little extra kits and add a couple more little like compartments for colors, because this space does come with a brush. I just don't use it for that. And you can get these little compartments and add that in to add more colors. I think I put that in there with foam tape to where it won't come out. And what you do is it's got these little slots right here that you can slot it in there like that, and it can become a little platform for your paint if you want to. And like I said, you can fill those with water. I usually don't because I have this one. And then open it up like that and paint. You can actually put that on your knee as well if you want. Your little knee can go in there, or your leg or whatever. And then I'll show you the back really quick because, and I'll show you how I attach it to my tripod here in a minute. This little thing right here has, you could take this out if you want to, if you don't end up using it on a tripod, but there is a hard plastic little plate right there that you can affix your tripod mount to, which is what this is. So it comes like that, and then your little tripod mount can go directly on that. And I just leave it there all the time, even though it doesn't lay quite flat tripod, but I just leave it like that all the time so that you can just open up your tripod mount and click it in there, and it's an easy setup. But I will show you how that works shortly. But that is the setup that I have, and that is all the stuff that I have in it. So I'll show you now how it works. All right, so I'm kind of going to just show you how I would normally set up, and obviously this is in my studio rather than in plein air, but you'll have to use your imagination there. So I've got the Etchr Slate Mini right here, and it is on a just regular old camera tripod, and you can just, you know, fit that little piece in there like I showed you earlier. Just snap it on. It's very easy and convenient. Then I would open this up, and this whole section right here would really just lay flat like that, or dangle down like that. And then I would open up my sketchbook, of course, and clip it in place and all of that, but you don't need to see me do that. And then, of course, is the water pot. I will not expand that for now because you know what that looks like. And then I would put the paint there, and like I said, it has Velcro on the bottom, so it doesn't matter that it hangs off there. I can easily mix and it'll stay there. So that's what I would do, just setting up as far as like the painting part of it goes. And then if you're interested in learning how to do it when you're filming, some of you may have those kind of aspirations. I have this specialized tripod right here. That has a little like arm right here that comes out. You can also make that into a selfie stick if you need to. I do that on a regular basis. But it can go straight down in here to where it's like up like that, but it can also come into this little section right here where it comes out horizontally, where you can film over the top of what you're painting. And I would normally put my iPhone here. This is my husband's Android, and I can't believe I'm even touching one, but anyways. So it would just, you know, take everything that you're doing all at once, and then you can edit it to like go into all your mixing or whatever, depending on what you want to do. So I'll put the links to all that kind of stuff in the description so that you can like find it yourself if you want to use it. But there you go. That's how I would set up if I was filming in plein air, or if I don't want to film when I'm doing that, then it would just be this part right here. So that's what I do. As a bonus, I'm going to go ahead and show you what kind of microphones I use. This is the Rode Wireless Me, and it comes with these two little components right here. This one is the one that plugs directly into your phone via one of these two cables, depending on what kind of phone you have. This one right here is the one that you would put on your person. And I actually also have the Rode Lavalier Go here, and this would plug into this little area right here, and then you would put that like at your waist, and this one you would clip wherever you would like it. But that's what I use. It's pretty super easy and convenient. I have this bluey sticker on this one over here so that I know which one plugs into my phone, so that I don't have to look at them, you know, too closely each time. There you go. That's what I use for my sound. And there you have it. That is my full plein air kit and how I film when I'm out and about. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all of that stuff, because that's how this channel gets to grow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.